had a totally different idea prepared for this video, and I decided to change my entire mind at the last minute because that's my personality. I'm just so kooky, and because I'm indecisive. What is the topic, Quinlan? Good question, Quinlan. This week's topic was how to balance art and creativity stuff that you want to do with work or school or all the things that you actually have to do. And I was gonna talk about actual ways you can do that and how you can fit more stuff into your life and whatnot. But that's not really what's important, because there's no way for me to tell you how to make more time, and then there's just things like that where you can have these schedules and set aside 30 minutes every day to make sure you have time for creative stuff, but then you're gonna stop doing it after a while, because the important thing isn't the how to do it, the important thing is why to do it. And the why is actually a lot easier to teach than the how. Well, it's a lot easier to talk about. I don't think you can teach anyone why to create, if these sentences are even making sense. But this is actually really important to me. Creating is actually a way bigger part of my life than I used to think it was. I have always loved things, passionate about theater and musical theater and choir and dance and art, except I'm not good at art. But shut up. But because I had all of that, when I went to college, I suddenly didn't have those opportunities available to me all the time. And so I just kind of let myself stop creating because the opportunities weren't being readily available for me. And so I wasn't used to creating my own opportunities. I was used to just creating. So I let myself stop creating. There's a lot of things that were going on in my life at the time that were not perfect. And because of that, I fell into good old-fashioned depression. And I let that depression and anxiety rule my entire life. And I'm not going to get into that because that could fill a million different videos. And the not feeling like myself, I didn't know why it was. I just felt like not a person. I didn't need to exist. What purpose do I serve to myself, to others, to the world as a whole? I didn't feel like a person. I felt like a camera lens that's never recording, that just gets to see things through the viewfinder but never actually gets to partake. And one day I just had this weird sudden burst of inspiration and ideas and just was like, you know what? Screw it. I've wanted to start doing YouTube videos for the longest time. I'm gonna do it. So I raced to my room. It's this room too, actually. I don't live here anymore, but I'm back. That's why I don't have my camera with me. And I set everything up. I arranged my posters, got the desk and made everything nice, stacked my computer on top of piles of Harry Potter books, and recorded on the webcam like I'm doing now. Whoa, it all comes around. And I felt so weirdly great. But because I started making videos, it forced me to have to start writing again, so that I would start having topics to make videos about. Because I started writing again, I started practicing music again because I wanted to learn songs and write songs, and it just all came together in this amazing creativity thing and pulled me out of my funk. But the thing that I never knew until recently is that that was the reason I got pulled out of that awful area of depression. When I'm not creating, I don't feel like myself because I'm not myself. And that sounds awful and stuff, but I see it as such an inspiring thing because that means I have a meaning. I have a purpose. I need to create. I was created to create? I don't know. I created myself to need to create. So if you feel that spark, don't douse it with water. Let it burn. This is such a cliche analogy. Whatever ignites your passion, let it burn you alive. Not in a painful way. I wish that I had known in all the times of my life that I had awful things and thoughts and bad times, how amazing it is to create and to be in charge of your own creations. Now that I found that, I feel like myself. I still don't know who myself is. No one does, but that's the thing. You are constantly creating yourself. So you are a creator. Whatever area of creation or art, any part of the creative process that you love or that you take part in, let yourself take part in it. I know you might be swamped with work and with school and with a bunch of other things, but you will always be able to find time in the day, if it's on the bus ride home from school, to just scribble down a couple lines of a crappy little bit of an almost poem, which I just did, which is my second to last video, or just singing in the shower, or just little things like that that can help you build up and just let what you love be a part of your life. So again, it's not a question of how to add time to your day or find time in the day to do things that you love. It's knowing how important it is to let your life have that meaning, if that is a calling for you. Anyway, it's past my bedtime. I'm an adult, why am I saying I have a bedtime? But still, it's late and I need to get to sleep. It was a long yawn. But yeah, I will see you guys next week, and in the meantime, never stop endlessly creating yourself, and stay you, and be positively you. Hey! Okay, bye.